right, 99.9 Punk World Radio FM. You guys already know what time it is, and we are joined on this amazing Sunday night with Saskatchewan's own. We got Highwind right here, live on the radio station airwaves. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing tonight?
Wonderful.
Yeah, really good.
Nothing better than a Sunday night, baby.
Hi.
Hey, I gotta say, I am definitely not looking forward to Monday because the work week is just starting. I really wish we could just skip Monday and jump right to Friday, man.
Agreed. That sounds like the dream.
But I know you guys are very busy individuals, so of course I'm not going to take you away from obviously the last couple hours of this Sunday night, but I got to take you back to the beginning of this amazing band that you guys currently have. And I have to ask, how did you guys actually first meet and come together as one to form what the world now knows as Highwind?
Hi, I'm Eric. I was working at the Tunnels of Moose Jaw, and I met Troy, who was also working at the Tunnels of Moose Jaw. Chase and I had played in different bands growing up in our teen years, and never got together to form anything until I learned that Troy was a drummer, and I was like, hey, do you want to jam? And then we all got together, and then we took a couple year break for university and life and stuff. And then when we decided to pick stuff up during the pandemic, we had a bunch of songs written. And then I reached out to Aaron, who I'd played in a pop punk band called The Perfect Punchline with, to add some guitar stuff. Yeah.
Pretty much it.
And also as well, guys, August 10th of 2014, you guys actually released a 6-track album titled We're All Alone. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us a bit more about this earlier released album. And of course, do you guys have any plans to re-release this project next year for a 10th anniversary?
That's really funny you'd ask about that. Yeah. Anyway,
You want to chime in?
I don't know.
Well, it's funny you mentioned we literally just got Aaron to write some more guitars to like one of the tracks in particular, and we're kind of seeing where it goes. So, it actually might be a real thing that we're going to re-release it, or use some of those songs to create new projects and kind of revision it because of our sound being a lot different than it was back in 2014, especially with Aaron's addition. So we might just try and maybe like revamp it, maybe not re-release it as a whole entity, but definitely like looking back at that stuff, being like, yeah, damn, we could make this better.
Yeah, I think we just scooping out the good parts, what was good about it, and making that into its own little thing. I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
And we barely had pubes when we released that, so like we are definitely more mature now. So it'd be more of a polished sound.
Yeah.
Real drums.
And the one thing I have to ask, man, because if you actually go back and listen to that album versus your guys' brand new, most recent record, you can definitely hear just like you said, the maturity. You can definitely hear how you guys evolved throughout your guys' music. But I was wondering if you can actually just tell us a bit more about your evolution through these past 10 years in music. Like, how do you think you guys have progressed within the music industry?
I don't think that our plan has changed. Like, we've always just wanted to write music that we enjoy and music that we'd want to hear, maybe even. And I feel like our like mentality towards music hasn't changed at all. So we're just making the best music we can with what we know and what we have in front of us. But obviously we've gotten a lot better over the years. And I think better at just saying what we're trying to say too. That helps.
Sorry, I don't mean to.
No, that's
well,
great.
I was just thinking about like when we first started, it was we'd all get together and hang out pretty much every day, the three of us, and it would be like, hey, do you want to jam? And then we would be like, nah, let's go get some beers instead. Whereas like as life has progressed and we have like jobs that are jobs, now it's like we don't really hang out as much as we do jam, if that makes any sense. So like when we get together now, it's not hanging out so much as jamming. Does that make sense?
Yeah. We like focus
we still
that
hang
time.
out, but I don't know how I'm trying to say this.
I definitely hear you, man. It's hard. It's hard to explain, especially as you get older. I mean, even with me myself, I have friends that I grew up with in high school, and when we hang out, it's not like how we used to hang out in high school, like
Yeah.
smoke bongs or
Yeah.
drink beer. It's more like adult. It's more adult shit. That's the
Yeah.
best way to put it.
Yeah.
That's what. Oh yeah,
That's what I
I
was
get
trying
it
to
now.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also as well, guys, November 24th of 2015, you guys actually released an amazing single off your second album, Cellar Door. Cellar Door. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the song called Caught in the Crossfire Part 2. And of course, do you guys have any plans to actually kind of do a Part 3 in the foreseeable future? Because obviously this was 2015's, but is there any plans to do a Part 3 of that song?
Like the
It's you.
I guess on the cellar door thing, like we had is it four?
Four
on there?
divorcee songs.
Yeah, we had 4 of the divorcee songs on there, and they were all all combined, and we've kind of touched back on a couple of those tunes and thought like maybe we could do something with them because we weren't happy with the quality that we got when we did release it, and it just didn't turn out the way we thought it would. But I think there will come a time, like at the moment we've got so many new songs that I feel like it's going to be us pushing new and pushing forward and going with what's better now. But like I think eventually there will come a time when we want to muck about with those little songs eventually. Not sure when though.
Yeah.
And also as well, you guys all were also included on Rolling Stone's editorial playlist number 229. I was wondering if you can actually tell us a bit more about that opportunity, and of course, what was it like actually seeing your names on one of the biggest rock music publications in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah, that boggled my brain a bit. We were working with Eric Alper, and he's based in Toronto as a music publicist, and he got us onto a bunch of opportunities through that. And to see the Rolling Stone thing, that was pretty wild.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one.
And do you guys actually still work with that publicist as well? Because it sounds like he definitely lined you guys up with some phenomenal opportunities.
Yeah. He does like a by the monthly thing. So when we have new stuff to release again, we're hoping to get together and figure out a plan.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, we're just in the midst of trying to plan out our next record. So it's all in the early stages of writing out your production levels and getting everything organized through the studio and producers and everything. But so he will definitely be a part of the of the team, if you will, moving forward. So good, we're stoked.
And also, I was going to say, guys, February 21st of 2023, you guys actually released the amazing 6-track album titled Final Words. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us a bit more about this amazing record. And of course, where can we actually snag ourselves a copy of it today?
Well, we don't have physical copies, but
it's all just online.
Yeah.
At the moment,
all streaming platforms, you'd be able to rock out to that stuff.
Yeah.
How it came about though, it was just after our like hiatus of playing music, when it was kind of post COVID, when we just realized like something was missing again, and if you want to take a positive from the pandemic and whatever, it brought us back together playing music, and it was an accidental change in how we structured and wrote songs, and then it was honestly accidental to get Aaron to be a part of it too. So like the addition of the lead guitar definitely kind of changed, but like we feel like it's kind of like progressed our sound into different avenues that we didn't think it would get there. But so the original like tracks that we had compared to what was released is completely different.
Because sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No,
I was just gonna say we had those tracks written before reaching out to Aaron. Because when I reached out to Aaron, it was just like I just asked him to put maybe like a little high frequency thing on guitar, because I didn't really know what
He
he was
didn't know what
looking
we
for.
wanted,
Yeah.
yeah.
So then he sent us some demos of him adding things to certain songs, and we were just like, "Holy fuck!" Pardon my language, but yeah.
Oh, we're completely uncensored, man. So definitely swear
Okay.
away if you need to.
Shit, piss, fuck, cunt,
Oh,
fuck.
Jeez, you're killing me.
But I gotta say as well, guys, it's actually really cool how technology works as well, because obviously your guitarist is out there in Toronto right now. You guys are in Saskatchewan, so obviously not even just for this interview, but just for making records alone, the fact that you can actually send files back and forth, it definitely saves a lot of time and resources and flying him out pretty much every week for band practice, etc. So it's really cool how the internet really works and gravitates just to stuff like this.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like, go ahead, Aaron.
You go ahead.
Oh
Aaron.
yeah, we've actually been doing some of the new songs. They've just been recording them at practice, like just putting the phone in the middle of the room, recording it, and then they just send it to me, and then I just kind of like the last one I edited a little bit just because I had an idea for the structure, so I just messed around with that and then sent it back to them and said like, "What do you guys think?" And then they went and played it again with that change in mind, and then some of their own changes. Sent it back to me, and then I just recorded my stuff over top and sent it back to them, and I think that song's kind of ready to go now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's like it's definitely changed the way we've been writing, even just since Aaron joining. Like, and it's changed the way I play guitar. Like, this whole new record has changed everything, and the next one will be way above the last one, and then I figure it's just up. I think. Anyway.
And also as well, guys, December 15th, you'll be taking the stage at the Coors Event Center in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I was wondering if you can actually tell our listeners a bit more about what they can expect from this up-and-coming Highwind performance. And of course, where can we actually snag ourselves some last-minute tickets, if they are still available?
Well, the tickets that we've been posting links, if you follow us on Instagram, we've been kind of posting the links, and you can definitely find the link to get the tickets there. But we're so stoked. Like, we want to thank One Bad Son for putting us up for the bill. We're pumped to open for them. It's going to be a wild show.
Yeah, their hometown.
Yeah, so it's a cool ass venue too that we're excited. We haven't quite played a venue of that stature before, so we're expecting to bring the energy as the openers to get everyone pumped up and ready to go for One Bad Son. So, because they're kind of hometown local heroes in Saskatoon, so it's going to be an energy that you wish you could replicate at every show. So we're pumped to be on the bill for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet.
And we get
especially that venue as well, boys. Like, it's such a legendary venue. Not like, even down here in Ontario, we consider the Coors Center like one of the biggest venues out there in Saskatchewan, man. So it must be great to not only rep your hometown, but to actually be in one of the most legendary venues of your guys' province as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's first for all of us,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
was gonna say we've probably seen all of
So
our
many of
favorite
my
bands
favorite
playing
bands
at that
there,
venue,
yeah.
so it's gonna be weird being on the opposite side, not moshing my face off.
Like bartending when everyone else is getting drunk,
Well, I gotta say, it's a first time for everything, boys, and I can definitely say this is not gonna be the last time either. So you might want to get used to the opposite side, man, because it's gonna be glorious.
Yeah, I won't complain. That's right.
Making me what?
But hey, also as well, since you guys are the opener on the 15th as well, after your gig and everything, you can actually jump into the pit if you want, or you can just soak up the sun on the opposite side.
Yeah.
I'm getting pretty old for the pit, but I say that every time, and next thing you know, after 2 beers, I'm right in the middle of it. So, so maybe I will be in there. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's that liquid courage, man. Honestly, you drink enough booze, that lower back pain just kind of goes away. But then you wake up the next morning and you're like, God damn, what did I do? Why did I do that?
They call it a hangover.
A
Yeah, it's a
hangover.
hangover for sure.
But aside from obviously this album you guys currently have in pre-production type thing, and of course this amazing performance you guys have coming up on the 15th, what is next for Highwind? Like, is there anything we happen to miss during this evening's broadcast? Anything else you guys still want to talk about, touch on, or promote? Well, we still got you here live on the radio station airwaves this evening.
there's nothing that I don't think we can promote yet.
Yeah, we have a show that we've confirmed. The venue is confirmed, but the agent for the band that we are going to be opening for has not confirmed. So we are not allowed to say yet, but it will be really gnarly.
That's gonna be
Tell you,
fun,
It's
yeah.
gonna be fucking gnarly, dude. Yeah.
That's all. Yeah, that's it for now. Just like waiting to start recording to do it all again, I suppose.
Yeah, we
And some new tours in the new year, possibly a couple of
we did sign
runs.
with a manager who lives in New York. His name is Eric. I can't pronounce his last name.
You're
Why?
killing me.
Why?
We're hoping to get some sort of tours
Yeah.
booked out east, whether we come out east to Ontario or anywhere else. We were talking about maybe going overseas to the UK, but that's all in the works right now. But
with Eric.
yeah,
That's what I was trying to say.
so but we'd be pumped to go out east, kind of going your way and Aaron's way, because Aaron's probably
Yeah.
sick and tired of flying our way. So we definitely want to go out that way and kind of check it out, because we've never been out there,
Yeah.
obviously. So
I've never even traveled that way.
Yeah.
But I will say, I hope you guys actually get some UK gigs, man, because I've heard stories from other bands that went over there, and it's just a gnarly time, man. Just UK absolutely loves punk rock, man, and you can see it obviously in photos and videos. Obviously, I've never been there, but I've heard stories from other bands that like they just eat their hearts out when it comes to this genre of music.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's a dream, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next summer, if we're lucky, I think that's the tentative idea.
Yeah, that'd be killer.
Very.
Well, obviously, guys,
Very.
I know how to
tentative.
follow you guys on social media, but for the individuals that are just discovering Highwind right now, how do they go about just following you guys across all social media platforms? That way they can stay updated on this amazing, I can already tell you by the way you guys are talking, this amazing concert announcement that is very close to being announced.
Everything is under Highwind Music. So like all of the social media.
Instagram,
Yeah.
TikTok. We have TikTok. We're TikTok guys now,
Yeah.
like big
We're
time.
not too old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's good.
we've
Yeah.
jumped on that wagon.
And that's Highwind Music.
Highwind Music.
And then Facebook is
Highwind Music.
Highwind Music. Yeah, we're pretty across the board there. But it'd be sweet if anyone listening would hit us up with a follow, kind of come along with the journey that we're about to indulge in our 30s. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, first and foremost, guys, thank you so much for giving not only myself, but the radio station airways a bit of your Sunday evening tonight. It was such an honor speaking with all four of you guys, and hopefully down the line we can actually make this happen again sometime soon. But for now, definitely have yourselves a phenomenal night, and of course, a kick-ass week as well.
Yeah.
you too,
Thank
brother.
you.
Thanks
Really
for having
appreciate
us
it.
on, man.
Yeah, thank you so much, dude.
And man, you're most certainly welcome, guys. Definitely tear the stage up December 15th, man. It's gonna be a phenomenal night for you guys. I'm super stoked.
Hell yeah, we'll
Yeah,
bang
thank
it
you so
out,
much.
baby.
Thanks, dude.